Hi, Clint here, Crimson Landscape, here to talk about your front yard design. Alrighty, let's talk about concrete real fast. So I got concrete for the front door and then concrete over here, 4 feet wide. It doesn't show the steps here, but we'll add steps. The way it'll work is we'll come lay out based on grade where the steps need to go. We have you out to approve the location, and that's pretty much it. Broom finish or rock salt finish are going to be the two most popular. Probably if it's me, I would probably do broom finish just so it matches all the other concrete. We could do a pattern or color if you wanted to. You can have a nice color going up to your front door. Residential sidewalk, I don't think I would, but if you want it, we certainly can do it. Concrete on the side of the house over here as well. So you have a concrete to that back gate, then do your trash can pad. And you just got to make the call. It's not shown here. Do we continue it over to your patio, which is back here? Gravel through here. We'll have to make sure the sprinkler system waters the foundation, and that's about it. Pretty simple, easy to do. Alrighty, gravel right here as well. This gravel, so if you do pull out of the driveway, you do cut short or you come in a little short, you have protection there for in case your vehicle misses the driveway. And over here, I've added a little bit of gravel here just so there's a little bit of balance between both sides, so both sides have a small amount of gravel. Okay, plants. This design was actually kind of hard because you have very specific requests on maintenance. So I try to pick plants that are really do not ever have to be trimmed. I would say from a landscape perspective, as we talked about yesterday, it's your maintenance is twice a year. Spring and fall, you want to maintain your plants, trim them up, clean them up, pull off dead, remulch as needed. Sprinkler system inspections are going to be 2 to 3 times a year. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. At a very minimum, is you got to have your sprinkler system checked once a year, but we always recommend 2 to 3 a year based on the season. Alrighty. Plants, daylilies right here, nice color pops. We get full sun over here, so daylilies will work. Dwarf Yopon hollies here. I would definitely get the 7 gallons. Don't get the 3 gallons. They'll look like babies in the bed this size. Spree in front. The spree is going to be a little bit of a higher ticket price for a plant. Gorgeous. Very few people have them in the neighborhood. I have quite a few at my house. I love them, different flavors and variety. They look real pretty. Behind the Japanese maple is giant liripe, really pretty, good space filler. Get a little purple bloom. Japanese maple here. This is the bloodgood, which is going to be the most common Japanese maple in this area. You can go to a coral bark, which is going to be a green leaf with when it gets cold in winter, the bark turns a coral color, hence coral bark. But I did bloodgood because it is the most popular for our area. Based on the color of your brick, you might want to think about the coral bark. The coral bark does cost a smidge more. Japanese maple are sold by height, 5 foot, 6 foot, 7 foot. We can price the 5 foot or 6 foot, but if we price the 5 foot and we can't get it, just know you're going to end up with the 6 foot. In front, Nandinas, it's a good space filler, stays tiny. These plants only get about 2 feet tall, easy to maintain. Then I didn't do seasonal for you, so in lieu of seasonal, I did variegated liripe here and variegated liripe here. Giant liripe in the back here because it pulls in from the other side. These are Rose Creek abelias. It's a great plant. Have them at my house. Easy to maintain. You just got to trim them every now and then because where the blooms and the shoots shoot up. It's a pretty easy. It's a easy to maintain. Looks pretty. Pop of color. Does well. So I wanted something over here that was completely contrasting the other side. That's why I went with the Rose Creek abelias. I wasn't shooting for symmetry. The reason being is this sidewalk is a natural demarcation between the two spaces, and I wanted this to look completely different since there's no sidewalk. Giant liripe here in the corner. This is a Wichita Blue Juniper. I went with this one because it doesn't get too big at the top and doesn't block sun, but you still get that fullness of some sort of tree. Plus, I like the way this tree will look against your brick. Repeated the daylilies on this side, so as the people are driving down the street from the west, they'll see a pop of color. These are the Yopon hollies again. I spaced these out 4 foot, so if we went with like a 3 gallon, they would look quite tiny for a year to probably 2 or 3 years. So you might want to think about 7 gallons over here. Then in front of the windows, we did seasonal, which is salvias and Maynite salvias for that color. The issue with these is we're going into fall, winter, so you wouldn't get a bloom out of them. We can plant them, they'd probably die back or turn to sticks. Your choice on that. Then I just repeated the Yopon hollies here. Steel edge border. I showed you examples yesterday. We're going to use a commercial grade 1/8 inch. They're 10-foot long sticks. They are a natural steel color. When we install them, then about a month or two they rust. It's a natural patina color that just fades into the landscape. So I prefer from our designs, I emphasize this up front, is I like the steel edge border because we're de-emphasizing the border and we're emphasizing the plants. Plus, living in this part of Texas, as our dirt moves up and down so much, it's because the clay intensiveness to it. You don't have that permanent wall that cracks. As you drive around the neighborhood in this area, you'll see a bunch of walls that are cracked, and they installed permanent walls. Okay, grass. Of course, we talked about grass everywhere, which is zoysia. This is all zoysia at this natural line. I could, for your property, if it's me, I would, because your neighbor's driveway is probably the property line, or pretty there close to. I would just make sure you double check with them and get permission that wherever the property line ends, that your whole area over there, from your side, sit or walk past your front door all the way to your neighbor's driveway is zoysia. Just get permission that we can replace it all, because you don't want to be battling Bermuda mixed in with zoysia. Over time, the zoysia will take over, but when Bermuda mixes in, it's not that pretty. I emphasized yesterday, going into the fall season, the most important decision you have to make is if we are replacing the grass, you're going to want to kill that Bermuda as soon as possible while it's green. We can't kill Bermuda once it goes dormant. It's nearly impossible to kill. We're going to get most of it up during the preparation process anyway, but we are never going to get all of it. So if we can kill most of it before we pull it out, it mitigates it from coming back next season when spring shows up. Okay, last bit of it, I'm going to talk about lights. So here is the lights. I highly, 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 highly emphasize lights. It makes a huge difference. These are RGBW, color changing lights. RGBW is just a fancy term for red, green, blue, white. So you have a remote control, a little white remote control we give you as part of the package. You walk up to the light, you hit a button to change color, so you get red, white, and blue, etc. You can strobe it, you can blink it, red and green if you wanted to. What else? If you want orange and purple for Halloween, if that was a thing. You get the gist of it. Excuse me. So emphasize lights. It's probably my favorite add-on for any project. Alrighty. Oh, I did it down the side of the house. 2 on the side of the house for security. I like doing them down the side of the house. We could put them over here, but it would be near impossible. It'd be best to set a new transformer up if we did them over here. To have lights here and here. Just add another transformer, so we ain't having to run cable all the way around the back of your property. Okay, let me do one last thing. Let me go back to daytime and let me zoom out. Let me turn the shadows off so you can see it. So there's your front. You see it at a distance, so that's what you're seeing. All right, let me pause there. I'm sending this over to you. If you have any questions, let me know. And like I said, we can jump on a Zoom call this weekend. I am working Saturday morning to get clients wrapped up for the fall. If you're a first-time guest and you're seeing our video for the first time, you can check us out at crimsonlandscape.com.